evening, PHES. I'm super excited to be back with you with PE at Home with Mrs. Reeves. Today I'm only going to focus on one activity or one skill, and it's very challenging, so that's why we're just going to focus on one. But this is also practicing perseverance. So we need to practice perseverance with so many things that we do, whether it's chores at home that we don't want to do, or homework that's really hard, learning a new skill, lots of things, staying at home right now that we need to really persevere and just keep pushing through. So this challenge or this activity today really challenges you to persevere. It's taken me probably about an hour. I've made it 4 times, but I've had to move, manipulate, I've accidentally knocked over a pan, and I've really had to just persevere and keep fighting and pushing so I could keep trying and be successful at the skill. So this is working on, so if you can look down at, or is it, can you see it? Okay. So this is my setup. So you can start with just 1 pan or 2 pans, but my goal is that I'm going to take a ping pong ball and I'm going to bounce it off 4 balls, and then it's going to enter my cup. So I'm going to throw it from over here, and I'm going to throw it off this pan, it's going to come up to this pan, it's going to move to this pan, hit this pan, and this. If you might remember seeing this, I did this a couple of years ago with my family as a pots and pans challenge. It was just kind of a Sunday challenge that we did. So I kind of thought back to this, and this is one, I was trying to think of how we could do perseverance, and this was definitely something that came to mind. So you can do this with trying to bounce off 1 pan and then into a cup, and then maybe try to go 2 pans and into the cup, 3, and then 4. So I'm going to show you. I'm no guarantees that it's going to go in the cup, but it has happened. So we'll just see what happens. I'm going to get a couple extra balls just in case. Also, I would probably try this downstairs, maybe in your room, somewhere if your parents are working. This would not be a good idea because it is pretty loud. The balls bouncing on the hardwood or the tile can get kind of loud. So you might try this in your room, kind of away from anyone that's trying to work at home. So if you notice, if you keep throwing it and the ball is bouncing and it's going over one of the pans consistently, then that would probably be your clue that you need to move it a little bit. I know that I've made it like twice with my pans at this distance. So I'm going to kind of stay with where they are. But a lot of times it's the cup that I will start moving if I notice it just is hitting in the same spot every time. Oh! So it's hitting just to the left of the cup every time, or the last 2. Having a consistent toss and maybe a spot on the pan to start, is key. So close. So you're just going to keep doing this as long as you can persevere. Tip, if you want to put something under the stove, that'll help too, so you don't lose any balls under the stove. And I'll probably do like 2 more, 3 more. 2 more.
That's 1.
That's 1.
Yay!
So we she thought then it would absorb the ball and it wouldn't bounce out. I think when we tried it a couple years ago, it bounced in the cup one time and then it bounced out. So it was like really defeating that we had made it in the cup and then it bounced out. So she thought this time to put the water in the cup so it would just absorb the ball and not bounce out.
And I did that for April Fool's prank.
Oh, for a prank. Oh, okay. It's okay. You don't have to like throw it like a softball, just kind of toss it on the pan.
I can't do this.
That's okay. So you're getting it on, so Kinley might try. So Kinley, your goal is to hit it off this pan and then into the cup. Okay? So I'm going to try to move it. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to slide that back. If you are going to be consistent with that toss, I'm going to move it back. Oh, almost. Oh, it hit the rim. So this is a little hard because it's a small target for Kinley. But she was still able to hit, here. She was still able to hit the rim of the cup. Oh, it went in. It went in, but it hit the other balls that were in there. Here, I'll take them out. Oh. Okay, three more tosses.
It's really
And then we're gonna
small
be done.
for me.
It is, but that's okay.
We should try
You got
that
it.
one.
You got it.
My
We're gonna
gosh.
try this one?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you get two more. And so as you can see, I just used household items to kind of prop it up.
I don't think that will fit. Really loud. You're gonna write it.
Okay, let's try that. Okay?
And then to the side.
Two more. Easy.
It's really small.
Okay, so do you see how it's like flying back?
Yeah.
So make it a little bit lighter toss, and then it won't go as far. There you go. A little bit lighter. Oh, so close. One more. So she's going to keep persevering and trying to get this ball. So hopefully you will try this challenge, and I look forward. I love seeing all the pictures and the videos and just the emails that you guys have been sending me with what you're doing to stay active at home. So keep it up, and I look forward to seeing you next week with your new challenges.